Mr. Hayes, are you confident today?
Tom Hayes. The court heard he was an extremely intelligent man, a star trader who earned profits that were simply enormous, but whose greed led to dishonesty on a grand scale. He worked in Tokyo for the Swiss banking giant UBS and later briefly for Citibank before he was sacked. He earned nearly £5 million in 4 years. The prosecution claimed he was the ringmaster at the very centre, rigging bank rates for profit. So why does LIBOR matter? It's the rate at which banks effectively borrow, a benchmark that determines the cost of borrowing for trillions of pounds worth of contracts for households and businesses around the world. It's based on daily submissions by the major banks. Hayes is accused of conspiring with others to rig the rate to benefit his own trading. For the prosecution, Mukul Chola QC said Hayes had behaved in a thoroughly dishonest and manipulative manner by repeatedly cheating those with whom he had entered into huge financial transactions with. The motive was simple. It was greed. Hayes' actions, he said, struck at the very integrity of the LIBOR setting system based here in the City of London. It's claimed Hayes manipulated the rate almost on a daily basis over a 4-year period, not just within his own bank, but that he influenced traders at other banks and financial firms, asking, begging, cajoling them to skew the rates in his favour, paying bribes and kickbacks to some of the middlemen as a reward. Tom Hayes was arrested in London in December 2012 by the Serious Fraud Office. And the court heard he voluntarily gave 82 hours worth of interviews where he allegedly admitted his guilt. The jury heard one recording in which he said, "I probably deserve to be sitting here because, you know, I made concerted efforts to influence LIBOR and, you know, although I was operating within a system that was commonplace, ultimately I was someone who was a serial offender within that." The prosecution said that despite all the evidence, Hayes now claims that what he was doing wasn't dishonest. The court also heard he has a mild form of Asperger's syndrome. He denies all 8 charges of conspiracy to defraud. Emma Simpson, BBC News, Southwark Crown Court.